Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How
How
are
are
you?
you, Raj?
I'm fine, thanks. And how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Just a moment. I
Yeah.
am not. Yeah. So, how was your day? How's your day planned today?
I would plan after this session.
After the session, too early to plan, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So, is it cold over there?
Yeah, it
Okay. So,
is.
yeah, surprisingly, it's very cold today in the morning here in Mumbai as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Uh, yeah.
Okay. So, Raj, today's session is about secrets to professional success. Have you gone through
Yeah.
the topic?
Yeah.
You have, okay. And
Yeah.
before that, there are few idioms which is shared. Have you gone through that too?
Mm, maybe.
Okay, we'll just discuss it. And I also want to know
Yes.
that do you actually use those idioms in your communication?
Sometimes if I feel comfortable, but like the very easy one,
Okay,
maybe on cloud nine or something like that.
okay. Out of the blue, cloud nine. So those are the
Yeah.
easiest ones, and you are using it commonly, right?
Right.
Okay. So if this is the first one is playing the devil's advocate. This is very commonly used as well. Playing the devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means,
It's
yeah, please go ahead if you know the meaning.
I can't recollect.
Okay, so to
It's like yeah.
yeah,
Good. Sorry.
okay, so to present an argument from all angles just for the sake
Yeah.
of,
For the sake of, I mean, making argument. You
yes,
you want to continue with the argument. You don't want to reach on any conclusion. So you are like what was playing
playing
for
the
the
devil's
devil's advocate.
advocate.
Yeah,
He's
playing the
trying to
devil's
play
advocate.
the devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So he was not agreeing to back off as he was playing the devil's advocate.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
I do this most of the time.
Really?
But I mean, if I'm in the argument with one on one, for example, if I am in argument with one friend, I
Yeah.
would do this. But if a group of friends is discussing something, I would keep myself silent because at that point I think that it is useless to make any point because whatever they are talking or whatever they are thinking, they are not going to change because of me. So I think that way.
But do you still try to prove your point?
No, in the group I don't do. But
You don't.
when I'm talking with someone or arguing with someone on one-on-one basis, I definitely do.
Okay. And how do you feel if somebody doesn't understand you?
Uh, I don't care. I mean, earlier it used to bother me, but now I don't care.
Hmm, okay. So you just leave it there.
Yeah,
You don't talk about it ahead then, right?
yeah, right.
Okay. So the second one is rain on someone's parade. Rain on,
Yeah, this one is easy. Yes.
yes.
It's
So
like spoiling someone's event or uh,
mom.
plan or anything moment. Yeah,
Okay. So yeah. So that's it's.
like, yeah,
This is. I think a lot of people tend to do that. Rain on someone's parade, right?
yeah,
You must have
right.
seen on social media as well that two people have planned. Like recently, I had seen there was this footballer who was going to propose his girlfriend, and this fellow he comes and pushes the girlfriend. He thinks that she's one of the fans. So it's
Yeah,
like, oh, it was actually like rain on someone's parade, and he was furious. The whole team was furious about it. I don't know if you have
right.
seen.
No, I haven't.
Okay, yeah. So has it happened with you before? Anytime, like somebody has come and spoiled the moment completely.
Uh, so many times it has happened. And
Okay,
like I have done this to someone else as well.
okay, you have done that.
Yeah, yes.
So was it a very special moment, or it was just out of revenge, or like just a good revenge kind
Not
of?
out of revenge. It's like later I got to know that I have uh, rain on his parade. But
Okay.
earlier I had just gone to do simple stuff. But later he disclosed that because of you, I changed my plan.
Oh, okay. So how did you feel about it? Were you
Uh,
apologizing or
no.
no?
We don't apology to our friends, of
You don't
course.
apologize. See,
Yeah.
you don't.
Yeah, we don't apologize. Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't apologize at all, even if it's your mistake.
No,
Okay.
we don't in our groups. The way
No,
we have been designed, we hardly do that.
okay. So
We
no.
enjoy. I mean, we make a fun of that as well. Like
Alright.
when he said, even at that moment, I made the fun of that. Said, okay, I did good then.
Well, that's good if you all have that understanding.
Yeah.
Then nothing like it. Then you all just have that thing that no, thank you, no, sorry, and then if you're just making
Yeah.
fun of each other.
Right. Right.
Yes. Okay. So these friends of yours are there from how many years in your life?
Uh, we are together uh, from standard 7.
That's nice. I mean, it's
Yeah.
too long, right? Then,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
to maintain such friendship, Raj, it's not very easy actually.
Yeah. Of course, it is not that easy.
Right.
Hmm. But it is easy for us, and luckily we are. I mean, we are having this kind of understanding with each other, with one another.
Correct. And that's very important to have,
Yeah.
especially in friends. When they are your long-term friends, definitely it's very important to have that kind of, understanding.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go to the topic. So it speaks about professional success, secrets to professional success. So no
Right.
matter Raj, we know that we are in job. Success is something we all yearn for.
Right.
Everyone has their own definitions and means of being successful. What are some of the things that you do differently from your colleagues? So, if you have to compare yourself with others, what you are doing, so what is something different that you have been doing?
Since the question talks about professional success and all, I
Right.
have not been in that position, but whatever I'm doing, I would talk in that context.
Okay.
That if we look forward to success, we should only look to devote ourselves in the process. Unless we devote ourselves in the process, we are
Right.
not going to do great. And unless we do great, how on earth we would succeed? So that is the mindset that I think everybody should have,
Yeah.
or I think that I should have had way back in my life. But I have come to this conclusion uh, recently. So yes, uh, if I have to succeed, I would look forward to all the things that I am doing and try to be perfect on that. For example, if I talk about uh, where do I see myself 5 years down the line? So
Hmm.
I want to see myself as a tutor
Right.
who is teaching at least 1,000 students
Right.
and who is making an impact in their lives if they are learning English or other subjects as well if I'm teaching them. So I would focus myself on making me perfect in all those subjects, as perfect as I can,
Okay.
because we say that perfect is phenomena, but of course
Yeah.
we can improve and we can do our best. So I would like to see myself in that way. I would work that way and be perfect in those subjects, in sharing part, that if I'm sharing something, the
Hmm.
other should understand. So if I focus only on these things and work accordingly, I would definitely become successful.
Yes. 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 And very rightly said what you're saying that you have to put that 100% to
Yeah.
gain that success what you are what you're desiring for.
Right.
So yes, very correctly said. Okay, so Raj, how important is dedication for you?
uh, I mean, it is the most important thing, and I feel that I have that, or maybe I had that earlier as well. The
Okay.
only thing that I was unable to control my emotions properly, and that's why I keep dropping out of some or the other things. But when it comes to dedication, I was dedicated, or even today I am dedicated, and I always try to give my 100%. So I give, and after that, what happens is different. But I would accept that whatever the things that I have done earlier and have dropped out of that, never ever I gave my 100%. I tried myself. I tried my best. I thought that I'm dedicated enough, but the ambience that I wanted to have, I couldn't get, and I couldn't make one for myself because at that time I was not that optimist. So I couldn't make the opportunity my way,
Yes.
and all I did that I kept getting irritated and wasting my time, and in that way I reached a position where I had to drop out of that.
Right. Right. And that's how you learn, right? From your own mistakes and own things what you have been doing, you learn from
Right,
it, then you try to change it and try to make those changes and bring that
right,
into practice.
right.
Yes. Okay. So coming to the question, has this definition changed through the years, the professional success and everything? So do you think that the definition has changed through years now, if you have to
First,
compare?
first of all, I think there is something wrong. The way we think, the success we think about or we ponder about
Mhm.
is totally wrong.
Right.
We treat success on the basis of what one has, how much
Mhm.
money, what kind of lifestyle, and
Right.
all this. These are the yardstick that we
Mhm.
have decided, or in our society, whether a village or a metropolitan city, everywhere, wherever you go. I'm talking only about my country or maybe uh,
Mhm.
the neighbor country, because I am much aware about the things people how they live and the society how the society works and all that. So the questions or I mean the way we think about success is totally wrong,
Yes.
and uh, and because of that I don't think anything has changed. They're all, I mean they are going in the same direction, that you work hard, you do things, whether it is of mugging, you mug up things and get your job, and then get all those facilities that one deserves, which is essential. And I mean, we cannot deny, if we are living in this society, we do need certain kind of things or
Security.
materialistic things, but we could not think only about those things, or we should not think only in that manner.
Yes. Right.
So like if somebody wants to try something else, we surely say that there is no scope in this, you will not be successful. So
Hmm.
till the time we are going to think this way, nothing will change.
Right. And that's true, actually, Raj. What you said is completely true. That it has to change. The definition towards success has to change. You can't measure success according to the amount of cash they have in their bank, or
Right,
what car they are driving. It's important to understand that what the person has gone through and how the person has become successful throughout their journey.
right.
Right. So, what is
Yeah.
in short? What is success for you?
uh, Success for me is like finding my niche. If I can find my niche, and I can be happy, satisfied, and at the same time I can make others happy or help others
Yes.
in such a way that they find their niche as well. So
Right.
if I reach there, I would consider myself successful.
So, do you actually have the idea to help others to find a niche?
uh, right till now I have not think
But,
over that. And I
right,
mean I can think only about education, so I would share my education part on that way,
right.
or maybe doing something for others
Yeah.
as a form of charity or donation, or
Yes.
maybe we should say as social service, not charity.
Social service. Yeah, not
Yeah,
charity. Actually, social services being amongst the people and at least
right,
helping them with whatever knowledge you have.
right.
Yes. So, yeah, that's true. Actually, I wanted to say something just skipped out of my mind. It's okay. Well, let's go to the next question. Do you think experience plays a huge role in success?
It can, I mean certainly if somebody has experience, it will definitely he or she will definitely have an age, but it's not in, I mean, if you think the other way, it's not that only experience is needed there. If
Yeah.
somebody is inexperienced, uh, he can also do, or somebody can do wonders even if they are greenhorn or something like.
Mhm. Right, right. And again, as you said, it's true that it depends on person to person again. But if you go to
Yeah,
see, we do have some, wise thoughts from our from the people like our parents, or maybe grandparents, or maybe relatives. Someone or other is very successful, not in manner of earning money or the level they are at, but the wisdom they have because of all the
right,
experience, right? So that's something which is also I find successful. It's only not only like the status, it's also the wisdom they have
right,
makes them a successful person.
of course.
Okay, so if you could go back and give yourself one piece of advice at the onest of your career, what would it be?
Mm. The same thing, like I said, maybe the thing that I have started thinking right now, I should have started thinking it
Great.
a decade back, or maybe
Yeah,
at least a half a decade back.
correct. But do you have any regrets for that? Do you carry regret?
uh, no, I do not,
Neither. Yeah, that's
because I think whatever I did, I did because I wanted to do that.
yes,
And
right,
situations were out of my control, so I can't blame myself for that. It
right.
was just something like I can accept it as a destiny for me. So
Mm-hmm.
if I was destined to do whatever I have done or to fail, maybe, so it's up to that. And whatever I can do from here onwards, I can focus only on that.
Yes, yes, right. And very well thought you have put. Like, it's very the way you think is actually on a right direction. What I feel that
Uh,
you have accepted it, whatever it was, and that was your
right,
choice, what you made that time. So now you have to look at
right,
when you look at now,
right,
you
right,
know what to do,
right.
right? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how do you think this impacts your productivity and overall zeal? Comparing success. If you have to compare your success with somebody, have you ever come in that situation when you compare your success with others? And then how do you feel about it? Do you still have that zeal, or do you get little bit maybe drowning? You feel that drowning situation that when you compare with somebody and you're like, wow, the person is doing so well. Why I didn't get the thought? You get that
Uh,
thought?
no, 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 no. I
No.
mean, that would be like envious of someone.
Yes.
So I cannot think that way. I mean, whatever someone else is doing or whatever they have done, it's all because either their hard work or whatever the facilities they have. I
Yes.
mean, not everybody has that silver spoon. Somebody has done hard work as well. So
Hmm.
it's, I mean, comparing is like, what to say? Comparison never come to my mind.
Comparison. Yeah. It does
Yeah,
not.
comparison never came to my mind. And I think it is the most absurd thing if
Yes.
somebody can do, or if I do, it would be most absurd uh, action of mine till now. So
Yes.
I keep myself at abeyance from doing all this.
Yes, you definitely feel very. I think that when you start comparing, so you feel that that sulky moods, and then you yourself become negative whenever you compare yourself. You feel that, oh, that
Right,
person is so well, or the person is maybe getting so much success and traveling the world. And when you start comparing, what are you doing? You're passing that, you're having that kind of aura, I would say. I believe in that. So you have that aura, you pass that energy not only to yourself but to the people who are situated, or they are around you. So it's very
right, right.
important to have those thoughts, which is good for you. And I truly believe, Raj, I would just like to share, I truly believe that you need to, if you really need to have a competition or compare, do it with yourself. That's how you were 2 years back.
Yeah,
Now
yeah, of
what
course. I should have included that point, that we
Yes,
should always look forward to do better of the previous version of one
Exactly.
ourselves.
Exactly. So if you go to see the biggest competitor, it should be you yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
So
like I mean, like we say, action speaks louder than word, and
mhm.
this has been done by many greats, and still they are so simple. I always take the example of uh, the players like Sachin Tendulkar, Rahul Dravid, or the singers like Kumar Sanu or Udit Narayan
Yes.
in our contemporary era, or if I talk about the previous era, even the Rafi Shah. So
Yeah.
these are the person, they followed these things only, and they achieved the skill or the height that nobody can even think of
Think.
reaching, and
Yes.
yet
Right.
they were down to earth. So yes, we can follow them for these things as
Exactly.
well.
And if you go to see you can pick up that positive points which you see, like as you just mentioned the few names, the famous popular names, that how
Yeah,
grounded they are and how well versed they are with their roots. So that's very
right.
important to have. Okay. So switching or moving on to better roles is often viewed as sign of professional success. What are your thoughts on this?
Better roles.
Better roles,
uh,
and if you just have to see that some people they keep changing their jobs, or they want to, they crave for that success. So they, what,
uh,
they want to change the roles. I'm so sorry, Raj, there's somebody at the door. I'll just open quickly. Somebody locked the door.
okay, okay,
Just a moment.
no, no problem.
Yeah.
uh, so I mean, I think changing roles or changing roles in the same field or what? I
Yeah,
couldn't get the question
okay, so
properly.
basically, changing roles, as in, some people, of course, change their field as well. Now, if I tell you that, you have more
Right.
worth in some other field, how would you take it as? And would you take it as, that, yeah, it's better for your success? And will you go for it if you have to leave education and get into some other field?
uh, I don't think so. I mean, people should not do that uh, even on regular basis or even at once. I mean, they can do at once in their life, but not thrice or four times for the sake of getting success.
But
I
on
mean,
the contrary, Raj, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but
yeah,
on the contrary, I feel that if the person understands that there's something else also good in them, and you have the chance to explore the other side of you as well. Maybe you have something which was a hidden talent, and then you are aware about, you get aware about it, doing something which you are doing at present. Suppose it is teaching, and suddenly you realize you're very good at dancing, and
yeah.
you have a good scope there. Why not? Like, a person should try it out there.
uh, can try, but not like, that's what I was trying to come. I mean, I was trying to say, if you are doing it for the sake of success only, you are not going to do that.
Right.
And I would go back again to Sachin Tendulkar. When he started playing cricket, he had not thought of becoming famous.
Yes.
He started only because he liked playing. He
Yes.
saw someone playing and he said, and he thought that I can play as well. And when he started playing, he
Hmm.
he played for his passion. So if
Right.
you are doing out of your passion or your interest, you think that it can satisfy you, you certainly can change. But
Yes.
if you think that there is a scope, much better scope in this, I can do much better in this, and then you are shifting, it
Yes.
is going to backfire at you. That's
Right.
what I think.
I completely agree with you, Raj. Okay, so Raj, we have left with just 1 minute. I want to say
Yeah,
that your journey now, I've been seeing you since very long now. So your journey
yeah,
out here, it's been amazing. Like, I can see the progress so well, the way you are delivering your thoughts, the way your sentences are formed, the way you are using vocabulary in middle. It's not that it's artificially put. It's just very naturally which you're using all the vocabulary words. And then also the way you are describing by taking that pauses, which is very important. Okay, and
right,
we're telling you that, with the smile and the expression, but you take the
right.
right pauses, which is making the listener connected with you. So I would say that you're doing
Yeah,
an amazing job, Raj. Keep doing that. and keep practicing the way you are doing. Whatever practices
Okay.
you are following, please keep doing
Yeah.
that. And I am really seeing and hoping to see you become very successful in whatever you are doing, because I can see the dedication and the hard work you put daily.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. And I would like to mention one thing that, like in last session, you were asking me to describe myself, and I was trying to introduce myself. So thank you for that. I
Yes,
mean, I knew that, but later I again, after going through the recording, I realized that this is the difference I had learned, but I could not apply.
yes. So maybe in the next session you can remind me that I want to know that how do you describe yourself as a person.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, Raj, take care. Have a good day.
Have a good day, you too.
Yeah, bye bye.
Bye for now. See you in another session.
Yes, definitely.